When I cook, I want my food to have the best flavor possible. Do I take the time to grind my own peppercorns, or do I just grab for the shaker? I'm Emily Rodney in New York City with a food instructor and blogger to see what he thinks is right. So let's go behind the burner and meet the chef. I'm here with Rob Endelman, chef and blogger, and you teach people how to cook, eat, and live healthier lives. So we have a lot of products here, and we're gonna start with Shabikis olive oil. What is the benefit of olive oil?
Well, olive oil is a healthy fat. Don't be scared of the word fat. A lot of people think fat, stay away. No, there are healthy fats, and olive oil is one of them. Things like olive oil, avocado, wild salmon, nuts are really healthy for you. Our bodies need fat.
And this specific brand actually has jalapeno flavored or basil flavored. Let's try a little bit.
We're gonna taste.
This is delicious. You really taste that olive coming out. Very nice. You can use it for salads. You can use it for just dipping. So then we have these canned organic Roma tomatoes. And tell me about them.
Whole peel tomatoes are great, or canned tomatoes are great to have in your kitchen to be able to just whip up a quick tomato sauce. I like to tell people to use these whole peel tomatoes or any of the canned tomatoes to avoid using the jarred commercial sauces, which are full of a lot of sugars and other ingredients. This is a great, great product.
You know what's going into your sauce when you have the full tomato in
This
the jar.
is just tomatoes, literally. There's nothing else in there, and that's what we should be looking for when we do our shopping, and that's what so much of this food is just basic ingredients as close to its natural state as possible without all of the processing and all of the synthetic additives that unfortunately is just so rampant and widespread in our food supply.
Here we have a popular item in the kitchen, a pepper mill. A lot of people have pepper shakers that have the pre-ground pepper, but what's a benefit of having a pepper mill?
Flavor.
Definitely.
Simple as that. We have peppercorns here, which we put into the pepper mill, and by grinding our own pepper, that is the ground pepper that you can also buy in the canister that was ground who knows when. Every second, every minute, every day, it's sitting in your cabinet. It's losing flavor, it's losing nutrition. This pepper, when you grind these peppercorns yourself, it's great flavor.
Tell me about this bread.
It's whole wheat bread that I bought at Fairway, which here in New York City, I do a lot of shopping at Fairway and also Whole Foods, in addition to farmers markets. So this is a whole wheat bread. Now, a lot of people avoid buying freshly baked loaves of bread because they're scared of throwing out half a loaf if they don't eat the whole thing, which happens a lot.
Or you end up eating it the entire day, which I tend to do.
Which is not the worst of things, because from my grandfather, I love bread. Anyway, what you can do is, let's say you have half a loaf left over, cut some slices, and then put those slices into a plastic bag. Put that plastic bag with the bread into the freezer. It'll stay indefinitely, and then whenever you want a slice of bread, just pop it in the toaster oven and you're good to go, and that way you don't waste a couple dollars by throwing out half of your bread.
That's a really great trick. So pre-slice your bread and just put it in the freezer and take it out when you need a snack. So now we have Murray's free-range chicken thighs. And is it an organic brand? Why do you like to use Murray's?
Well, it's not, Murray's chickens aren't organic. These aren't organic. No antibiotics.
Okay.
I try to avoid, and I try to counsel people to avoid hormones, antibiotics, and pesticides, synthetic additives, food colorants in their food. It's very, very important. A lot of scientists and doctors think that this is one of the reasons, these synthetic additives, why we're getting sick.
Now we have peanut butter, which I love. It's a little bit of protein.
Yeah.
Which peanut butter do you have?
There's no brand name on it.
Okay.
And again, just following through on this theme, as close to basic as possible. All the ingredients here are peanuts, just ground peanuts, as simple as that. A lot of the commercial jarred brands will have hydrogenated oils and sugars added to them, and we don't need that. And at first, your palate may not be used to just that true peanut flavor because you're used to all of these other sugars and whatnot in your peanut butter. Give it a week, give it 2 weeks. It's no different than exercise. When you start to exercise, your body revolts. Your palate's gonna say, hey, where's my sugar? Where's my thickening agent? But after a week or so, you're gonna love this peanut butter. And again, the same holds true for all of these foods here.
Last but not least, my favorite, chocolate. And you have Green and Black's organic chocolate.
Chocolate can be very, very healthy for you, high in antioxidants. This is 85%. The higher the number, the greater the cocoa content. Okay, less, more sugar. Again, let your palate get used to it. If you're not a chocolate lover, it may taste a little strange at first.
Great, so Rob, thank you so much for having me. And where
welcome.
can we find more information?
I write a blog daily, Monday through Friday, that all of this information I cover all the time. It's called The Delicious Truth.
Okay.
And the URL is www.thedeliциoustruthblog.com, and I cover all of these issues. There's recipes, there's issues about marketing, and just better selections that you can make to cook, eat, and live better.
Okay, The Delicious Truth. I'm definitely gonna go check that out.
Great.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Stay tuned to Behind the Burner, where we give you the tips, tricks, and techniques that are lighting the culinary world on fire. For a Q&A, photos, and more, visit behindtheburner.com.